Guys, and welcome to my newly created YouTube channel where I'm going to have gameplay videos and retro gaming reviews and gameplay videos. Today I want to talk about Neo Geo and show you guys my Neo Geo collection, which I've collected for approximately 10 to 15 years. Haven't picked up so many games recently as prices have risen, but this video is just to show you the my gaming collection, so there'll be no gameplay in this video, but in future videos I hope to I will play through some of my favourite games. So this is just a collection of my Neo Geo MVS and the home console, the AES games, which I don't have so many games for that system. So I hope you enjoy the videos. There should be two videos, the MVS and the AES. Enjoy it, and if you do enjoy, please subscribe to this channel. I have only just created it, so please subscribe to the channel so that I can create future videos, further videos, and hit the like button. Cheers guys, thanks. Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. I just wanted to show you my Neo Geo collection today. I started collecting for this about 15 years ago, picking up games here and there, generally off of eBay. Prices have risen, so especially recently, so I haven't picked up many games recently. I've also moved from the UK to Australia, and games are very expensive here in Australia, especially on eBay, so I haven't picked up any recently. But this is by no means a complete collection, but I have a fair few amount of games. Just wanted to show you guys, and if you like the video, please hit the subscribe button, like the video, and we'll try to do some gameplay videos in the future. So here we go. What better way to start than with the Metal Slug series. Used to see this back in the day, going into the local arcades, and there was an independent game shop, and literally they had this game playing on one of the machines that had a Neo Geo in there, MVS and AES, the home console, and this game was playing. I thought it was unbelievable. I mean, at the time, this came out around the same time as the Super Nintendo and the Sega Mega Drive, or the Genesis, and it was just, yeah, it's just miles better than most of the games on those systems. I mean, it was an arcade game, but it just wasn't affordable. So if we look in here, here's the cartridge. It's yeah, it's they're pretty big. Serial numbers on. I mean, this is for the Neo Geo MVS, I should have said, which was the arcade console. So these were the arcade cartridges. So this cartridge would have been in an arcade machine at some point or another. So it's all scratched and dented, just the way I like them. But yeah, generally when I buy a cartridge, I literally open up like these 4 screws here, and I check on the website MVS Scans, I think it is, and that has pictures and illustrations, pictures, photos of what the inside, the internals of the cartridge should look like, so that you know you're buying an official cartridge, because there are a lot of bootlegs around, and you don't want to be spending money on bootlegs. Well, I don't anyway. So yeah, that's Metal Slug, one of my favourites. If you're wondering about these boxes, these are Neo mini boxes. Got them off a guy from Europe. He makes loads of these, sells loads of these. It just keeps them all nice and safe. So that's Metal Slug. Next one, Metal Slug 2. Again, great game in my opinion. Love all of them. I'm not too great on them, if I'm going to be honest. I don't have a lot of time to dedicate to playing games. Mainly collect them, but I do play them every now and then when I can. Just don't have a lot of time with work and studying. Again, Metal Slug 2, here's the back. So this slots into the machine to play. There are a number of ways to play these cartridges at home actually. You can actually buy a Neo Geo MVS motherboard, which is the motherboard that would have been in the arcade machine, yeah, you can hook that up to your TV system using what's called a super gun, jammer super gun, hook it up and slot these cartridges in, use a controller, Neo Geo controller, and away you go. Or you can obviously use an arcade machine, any jammer arcade machine will do, or the big red Neo Geo arcade machine. I want to get one of those at some point. Or the way that I'm doing it at the moment, which is the consolised Neo Geo MVS, which someone's just taken a motherboard, consolised it, so it's got power and it just plugs directly into your TV, and that's what I will do my gameplay videos on. Anyway, onto these games. Metal Slug X. I think that this was a remake of Metal Slug 2. It just fixed the slowdown issues and the gameplay issues that people complained about. This cartridge, as you can see, isn't black, it's see-through blue. You can see all the chips inside. Show you. It's connectors. Yeah, I was really pleased to get this one. I love this game. Incidentally, release date wise, I think Metal Slug was 1996, Metal Slug 2 1998, and Metal Slug 3, or Metal Slug X, this remake, was 1999. That's what it tells me on Wikipedia anyway. I could be wrong, so please don't hold that against me. On to Metal Slug 4. Now this game was released in 2002, and yeah, it's alright. I had to get it because it's part of the series. The label, Japanese cartridge. The thing with these cartridges is you can actually change the language on them anyway, especially if you've got the chip to the Unibias chip installed on your console, and that will literally enable you to change the language, give you lives and extra credits, because these games are really tough. So if you want to, I suppose, cheat, you yeah, you can get one of those chips and away you go. Oh, I missed out Metal Slug 3. Silly me. Metal Slug 3. Now this was released in 2000, and yeah, this is a really good game. I absolutely love this game, to be honest with you. Along with number one, this is probably my favourite. As you can see, the cartridge is different colour again, different, transparent. Label's in pretty good nick. Yeah, the good thing about this one is I didn't really have to open it up either to check that everything was legitimate. But yeah, really good game. Metal Slug 3. Just going to position the camera up a bit. That's it. Okay, let's get the next lot of games. Okay. As you're probably aware, if you're watching this video, Neo Geo had loads and loads of fighting games. It was mainly fighting games. This is one of them, Savage Rain. Pretty good game. If I remember correctly, you can jump up onto things, you can interact with the backgrounds. So it's a little bit different from Street Fighter. Again, a black cartridge. Yeah, it's I quite like it, to be honest with you. I like all these games, really. But this one was released in 1995. Getting the Neo mini box for that. This is the sequel, as far as I'm aware. Kizuna Encounter Tag Battle. If you get a copy of this on the Neo Geo AES, which is the home console, yeah, that's worth a pretty penny. And yeah, I'll never ever be able to afford that one. Just too much money, really. But this one I got for a good price. This one can go for quite a bit of money, but yeah, got a good price on it. And let's open it up. If you're wondering about this box, this is the same box that the home cartridges came in, which is the it's called a shock box. I've got a few of my MVS games in this, and the reason being is I didn't purchase these separately. The game just came with it. This one is in pretty good condition. I mean, yeah, it's got the serial label on there. Pretty good, yeah. Yeah, these cartridges are very big. I love them. Right, that's those two games. Okay, onto some more fighting games. Here we have World Heroes. The label's a bit crap, to be honest, but yeah, that's how it came. First World Heroes game. World Heroes game, you either love them or you hate them. I suppose, yeah, it's a decent game. Not as good as Street Fighter or some of the other beats 'em ups on the actual Neo Geo, but yeah, it's not too bad, to be honest with you. That's World Heroes. I need to get some sort of box for that. Okay. World Heroes 2 Jets. Now this one is, in my opinion, a very good game. Yeah, I love this game, to be honest with you. I really do. And it's, when was this one released? This one was released, it says in 1994. World Heroes was released in 1992. Again, I've got a shot box for this. So if I take this out, there we go. Again, label's a bit battered. I'm not too bothered because it's just good to have these, really. I know some people won't buy them unless the boxes are or the cartridges are in excellent condition and the labels are in excellent condition. But I'm really not bothered. I mean, you know, unless it's really battered, then, you know, I'll probably pick it up. Okay, that's those two. Okay, on to one of my favourite series in the fighting games, one-on-one fighting games. This one is Samurai Shodown 3. Brilliant games. I mean, when the original came out, the arcades, I just couldn't believe what I was seeing on the screen. It was fantastic. I mean, yeah, okay, you had Street Fighter and everything, and I still love Street Fighter. I'm not in any way saying that they're bad games, because they're brilliant games, but the Samurai Shodown games, weapons, samurais, ninjas, it was superb. Again, this is a Japanese cartridge. This is the third one, so this was released in 1995. Again, I have a Neo mini box for it. So put that one over there. Next is Samurai Shodown 4. What does that say? Amakusa's Revenge. Amakusa. Again, a Japanese cartridge. I'm not bothered about the cartridges because, as I said before, the languages can be changed into English. SNK. Different cartridge again, but a legitimate one. An official cartridge. There we go. Incidentally, I would say that my favourite game in the series is probably Samurai Shodown 2 and 5 Special. This is 5. In Japanese cartridge. Black, this one. They did actually release, release dates, yeah. Samurai Shodown 3 was 1993. No, sorry, it was 1995. Samurai Shodown 4 was 1996, and Samurai Shodown 5 was 2003. The problem with 5, I mean, yeah, I don't like it, is they basically chopped out all the fatalities on it, so you can slice your opponent in half as a finishing move and all stuff like that in the other Samurai Shodown games. In this one, they literally, I don't know, just chopped it out. But then they released Samurai Shodown 5 Special, and that game, yeah, it was superb. I mean, I've actually got a multi-car and I play it on that, but I'll never be able to afford the actual official game. It's just far too much money. I can't justify spending that. So they're the Samurai Shodown games. Okay, what shall I show you guys now? Might as well go on to the King of Fighters games. Right. There's loads of these. King of the Fighters 94. Where it all began. Still one of my favourites. I think a really good one-on-one fighting game. Loads of characters. Really good game. 1995. Again, these were released on the dates of the game, in case you wondered. So this King of the Fighters 95, released in 1995. This one's a little bit battered, seen better days. That's how I bought it. Doesn't matter. Would have been in an arcade machine, all adds to the nostalgia. There we go. King of the Fighters 95. What's the next one I've got for the MVS? King of the Fighters 98. Here we go. Red cartridge. Kind of like it. Good game. If you're wondering here, it says here the meg count of the cartridge. They really loved doing this, Neo Geo, to just show how powerful the system was at the time and how big the cartridges and the games were. I mean, 683 megs, yeah, I mean, it's, you look at 94, 196 megs. I mean, I don't know what off the top of my head, what the biggest Mega Drive cartridge would have been, or Super Nintendo, but it was nowhere near as big as this. Nowhere near. I mean, perhaps one of you would know the answer to that, but I know for a fact it wasn't anywhere near the size of this. I mean, these games were superb, absolutely superb in my opinion. They had the two boards in the cartridges, which I'll show you on the next one. So this is King of Fighters 99. So this label, yeah, serials are ripped off, which was quite common. See-through one again, but yeah, this is a good example. You can see there's two boards there, and as far as I'm aware, one is for audio and one is for the visual. So yeah, just absolutely superb. So that's King of Fighters 99, again in a Neo mini box. The next one is King of Fighters 2000. Yeah, black cartridge. Quite good. If you look in this, comes with some bits and bobs. This is a reproduction of what would have gone in the arcade machine. Yeah, it's just leaflets and stuff that the guy included with it. Nice to have. It's King of Fighters 2000. The next one, King of Fighters 2001. Japanese cartridge, white. Yeah, it's alright. I love all of these games, in case you're wondering. Putting a lot of dust on the table off the boxes. King of Fighters 2002. Another red one. Next one. King of Fighters 2003. Okay, that's it for the King of Fighters collection on the Neo Geo MVS. What other games have I got I can show you? Let's have a look. Okay. Right, Burning Fight. Now this one is a small game, 54 megs. Is that correct? I don't know, I'd have to double check that. Never noticed that before. This one is a side-scrolling beat-em-up. Similar to Final Fight and Streets of Rage, but in my opinion, nowhere near as good as those games. For some reason, SNK just couldn't get the side-scrolling beat-em-ups right, in my opinion. They just couldn't. Streets of Rage, I mean, is my favourite side-scrolling beat-em-up series, and those games on the Sega Mega Drive or Sega Genesis miles better than these games. But you know, it's worth having. Graphics are good, sounds good. Just the game's just not as good, really. Yeah, so yeah, that's Burning Fight. Not sure when that was released. 1991. It says here on my little sheet of paper. Okay, the next game I want to show you is, let's have a look, Breakers, released in 1996. Again, this is a one-on-one beat-em-up. I think it's a rip-off of Street Fighter. I mean, they all are really, but this one in particular, I mean, the characters, yeah, basically trying to copy Street Fighter. Not as good, obviously. Street Fighter is a really good game, but yeah, that's Breakers. Next game I want to show you is, let's see, Aggressors of Dark Combat. Released in 1994. Again, this is a one-on-one beat-em-up. I quite like this one, to be honest with you. Yeah, I do quite like this game. It's I'll definitely do a gameplay video on it. It's really enjoyable beat-em-up. Yeah, it's that one. Okay, another beat-em-up, one-on-one. Last Blade, one of my favourites. If you like the Samurai Shodown games, you will love this game. It's superb. I still need to get the second one. It's a bit expensive. This is Japanese, so yeah, it's just superb. Weapon-based fighting game. Really, really, really good game. So that's that one. Next one I will show you is Sengoku, which is a side-scrolling sort of beat 'em up. It's pretty good. A little bit wacky. If I remember correctly, you're sort of on ground level. You're moving along. You're fighting. You're slashing away. Then you get zoomed up to the clouds, the heavens, to another reality, and basically you just hack and slash your way through. It's not a bad game actually. Yeah. I don't know what that was that just flew off there. Yeah, label's seen better days, but there's that one, Sengoku. I do need to get Sengoku 2 and 3. There are 3 in the series as far as I'm aware. A bit expensive though, so yeah, not sure that I'll actually be able to afford that one, but we'll see. And that's Sengoku. The next games I will show you are, Shock Troopers. Now this one was released in 1997, I think, and the sequel, Shock Troopers 2, was released in 1998, and incidentally Sengoku was released in 1991, tells me on my sheet of paper. This one is a run and gun shooter, like the Metal Slug games. It's got writing on it, some sort of serial thing. Good label, good condition cartridge, and yeah, really enjoyable game. I really like this one. It's that one. Shock Troopers 2 Second Squad, released in 1998. Yeah, it's just, this is in a shop box, came with it. It's got loads of leaflets and stuff, so yeah, I like having all of this. Yeah, Shock Troopers Second Squad, good condition cartridge, great game. Next ones I'll do are Magician Lord, 1990. I suppose it's a side-scrolling platform game. I don't really like platform games, but this one it's really good. Yeah, you can change into different creatures. I think he changes into. I've not played it a hell of a lot. It's a really, really tough game, as other people have probably said. It's really tough. I mean, yeah, it's. I can't get anywhere near the end of this game. I'd have to put the cheats, the extra lives on. But yeah, it's a good game. Good game. There we go. Magician Lord. The next game I will do is Cyberlip. This is a really good game. This is a, I suppose this is a shoot 'em up platform type game. Really good. Yeah, run and gun elements, and one that I do play quite a bit. And this is Cyberlip. Okay, the next one I will do is, I haven't got many more left. Here we go. Scrolling shooter from 1998, and this one is Blazing Star. This is a really good game. You're in this spacecraft and you're moving along side scrolling, and literally it's yeah, really good game. Just shooting everything on screen, similar to R-Type. Yeah, really good game. Okay. I'm not really a big fan of sports games, if I'm going to be honest with you. I'm certainly not a fan of football, even watching it on TV. I watch many sports, but football really isn't one of them. Yeah, this is Super Sidekicks 2. I think I got it quite cheap. It's good, yeah, it's good if you like football games, then yeah, you can't go wrong with this. It's got writing on there, serials. Super Sidekicks 2. Next one, Baseball Stars Professional. Now, this isn't the best in the Baseball Stars series, in my opinion. This one was released in 1990, I think it was. And yeah, the characters in it, I suppose the graphics, aren't really my cup of tea. But you know, if you like baseball, then it's worth checking out. I got this one quite cheap. I think it was thrown in a bundle, bit of damage to the label, but yeah, not a bad game. Much better game, in my opinion, is Baseball Stars 2. This was released in 1992, and yeah. I don't really understand baseball. I'm from the UK, but oh yeah, it comes with the card, which would have gone in the arcade machine. Yeah, I'm from the UK, so you know, baseball, don't really understand it. I know you hit the ball, I know you run, I know if you're fielding, you try and catch the ball, and that's pretty much about it. But I do enjoy playing this game. I really do. I will do a gameplay video on this. Yeah, really enjoyable. This one, 2020 Baseball, which I should have done before the last one, because I think this was released before, in 1991. Yeah, this is it's robots playing baseball. Again, got a card in there. Got this one quite cheap, actually. Yeah, it's worth playing. If you're going to choose one, I would say Baseball Stars 2 is probably the one to go for. Those games done. Okay, I think I'm on to the last lots of games. Okay, Fatal Fury. Shot box I got with this one. Yeah, this is one of the early sort of fighting games. It's 1991. It's yeah, I enjoyed playing it. I used to play this on the, I think it was the Sega Mega Drive, and I enjoyed that. So this is much better on the Neo Geo MVS. Yeah, that's Fatal Fury. Okay, the next one I'm going to do is Fatal Fury Special, released in 1993. And yeah, see-through cartridge. So we've got who it's supplied to at the time and all these other details. I like all this, adds to it in my opinion. But yeah. The next one I'm going to do is, yeah, after the Fatal Fury series, they went on to the real bout Fatal Fury, which was different style of graphics, better games in my opinion. I haven't got all of those, but I've got this one, Real Bout Fatal Fury 2, which I absolutely love. Again, one-on-one beat 'em up, or yeah, it's just really good game. Fatal Fury 2, Real Bout, the newcomers. Last in that series, and one of my favourite games on the Neo Geo is Garou, or Garou, or however you want to pronounce it. Mark of the Wolves. Green cartridge, greenish. Yeah, really good game. I mean, quite pricey now. I think I got this last year from the UK, and this one cost me about, I think it was about £200, but I really love this game, so yeah, I paid out for that one. Might even be more now, I don't know, I haven't checked prices. They have got a little bit ridiculous recently, but yeah. And the last game I want to show you that I've got in my MVS collection is Art of Fighting 3, The Path of the Warrior. Again, I've got a shop box for it. Yeah, the guy chucked in a, this is actually the manual from the Neo Geo CD game, so he threw it in. Brilliant. Yeah, the labels seen better days, but I don't care. Glad to have this game. Yeah, this game's different to the others. I think they changed the graphics and the engine they used. I think it was motion capture. So it kind of made it look more realistic, like it was an actual person that was, real life person that was doing the martial arts. And you've got to see it really to understand what they did with this. But yeah, it's pretty good. One of my favourite games, to be honest with you. And that's it for my Neo Geo MVS collection. I will show you, I will do another video. I have an AES Connect, that's the home console collection. It's nowhere near as big as this, and this is nowhere near as big as some of the collections on the internet. I've given you a bit of information about release dates and things like that, but if you want far more detailed information, there are other YouTube channels that provide that. I mean, 3 of them off the top of my head that I follow are Neo Turbo Maniac, SNK Neo Geo Man, and Golden Age Gamer. I mean, they are, yeah, they do really good videos, and I love following their videos. So, yeah, if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button if you like the video, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, thanks, bye.